Life and success begin outside of your comfort zone. Dare yourself to do these 10 things and be amazed at the results. Wouldn't it be fantastic if the road to success and happiness were an easy one? Unfortunately, as we all know, this isn't the case. The reality is, you only succeed once you force yourself to do things that you do not necessarily want to do. It is true. You see, our brains are wired in such a way that we often do not take action until we feel some sort of uneasiness or uncertainty. Multiple studies have backed this claim up, showing that performance spikes when we're doing something out of our norm. The act of stepping outside our comfort zone is not only vital to our success, but also our well-being and ability to grow as individuals too. With a little understanding and a few minor adjustments, you can break free and achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. So step out of your bubble and embrace the following 10 challenges. Ask for what you want. Too often, people do not achieve the success they want simply because they are not willing to ask for it. Sure, this definitely requires some courage because we do face the possibility of being rejected, but the ever-looming what if will be much harder to live with than any turndown will. Ask yourself what's the worst that could happen. If it is a simple denial, it should never hold you back. Get up early. Unless you're just naturally a morning person, setting the alarm clock for earlier than usual is a sure-shot way to take you out of your comfort zone. Carving out some extra time for the beginning of your days can be well worth it. Everybody from Bill Gates to Mark Zuckerberg have a rigorous morning habit as a key to their success. And academic research even shows that those who adopt morning routines have a greater ability to take action to change a situation to one's advantage. This will give you an opportunity to mentally prepare for what's ahead. Exercise, get a nutritious breakfast, instead of eating something on the go like many of us do, or simply take a few minutes for something you enjoy. Say no. Recent research show that the more challenging it is for a person to say no, the more likely they are to experience stress. We all know that no can be a powerful word, but it's one that you should not be afraid to use and use often. Saying no to new requests or invitations helps to honor your existing commitments and gives you the opportunity to adequately fulfill them. When you learn to say no, when necessary, you'll free up your time and energy for the things that matter most in your life. Take compliments. When many of us are given a compliment, our knee-jerk reaction is to immediately jump to how we didn't measure up or what we could have done better. These reactions, however, can have a negative effect on our self-confidence, our future career, and even our relationships. If you work hard on something, why dismiss any positive feedback that deservedly comes your way? When you learn to accept compliments, you'll gain the chance to see yourself as your peers do, and odds are your confidence will soar. Give and take critical feedback. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Feedback develops humility and self-awareness and challenges perfectionism. Neither giving nor receiving critical feedback is never easy, but remember that nothing worthwhile really ever is. However, if you learn to be open to feedback, you'll see progress in your skill development and overall personal growth too. Admit mistakes. Uncomfortable doesn't even begin to describe what making a mistake feels like. However, mistakes can almost always be turned around. The most effective way to replace that sinking feeling is to properly assess the situation and take action. To become an effective leader, we must take on the responsibility of understanding our successes and our failures. Learning to admit mistakes will help you to earn respect, lead by example, and build a culture of trust with your peers and colleagues. Network and small talk. Studies show that an overwhelming majority of jobs are found through networking and small talk. It is where it all begins. You never know where it can lead. It makes you more knowledgeable, even on a subject matter you have no interest in, It opens your eyes, and finally, you really have no choice. It is a critical element to any profession. To really master small talk, learn to become fascinated by it and the person wielding it. With enough practice, you'll eventually learn to enjoy it. Start practicing public speaking. We all know how common the fear of public speaking is. In fact, a whopping 74% of Americans have glossophobia, the fancy word for fear of public speaking. So, if this includes you, know that you are nowhere close to being alone. Whether you are speaking in front of 5 people or 5,000, becoming a better public speaker can be a huge advantage to your career. Don't just take my word for it. Warren Buffett says it will boost your career success by 50%. While it might appear daunting to learn public speaking, so did learning to ride a bike at first. Thankfully, there are some fairly simple ways to start becoming a master at it. Although you will not become a TED Talk star overnight, overcoming fear of speaking is a lot easier than it appears. Overcome procrastination. We all know that when the going gets tough, it can often be easy to just put off tasks until tomorrow. The problem is that tomorrow often turns to the next day and then the next, before it eventually never comes. While we all procrastinate from time to time, successful individuals do something that most of us do not. They stop making excuses and push past it. The best way to beat procrastination is to, of course, never let it begin. Write out the things you are going to do tomorrow. Create a schedule for these tasks. Keep yourself accountable, and imagine how great you'll feel once they're accomplished. Let go. As we start to invest in ourselves and grow, we become more aware of the people and things that were previously holding us back. This may be in the form of a bad relationship, perfectionism, insecurities, or social media addiction. When we let go of what no longer serves us, we make room for more productivity, positivity, and success. Is there anything that you've done to step out of your comfort zone and succeed? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and do not forget to subscribe.